In the Caro, the tradition of the Caro, basically the people of the Inca people, there was a tale about the hummingbird and the condor. The condor was the king of all the birds. But they're very practical people. They can't just say he's king. The condor needed to prove himself as king, so they're going to hold a contest. They said, are there any takers out there? Everybody looked at the condor and goes, no, I don't think so. You're the king. But the hummingbird, the little hummingbird pops up and goes, I want to try. I want to try to be king. I will run your contest. So they designed and developed a contest to prove who really was the king of the birds. On that morning, though, the hummingbird was nowhere to be found. Everyone's like, where's the hummingbird? The hummingbird must be afraid or scared. Obviously he's not going to show up, so you have to run the contest anyhow. You need to prove that you're worthy of being king. So the contest was that the condor fly to the Garden of Viracocha, fly into the Garden of Viracocha, the creator. So the condor starts beating his mighty wings and flaps all the way to the highest heavens. But he lands right on the edge of Viracocha's garden. Again, his pride and hubris kind of got in the way. He was so powerful, he just beat his wings up and didn't conserve his energy to fly into the garden. All of a sudden, out from underneath of his feathers, the little hummingbird zips out. And zip, 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 zip. His excitement and his joy and his pure wonder, he flew right into the Garden of Viracocha. In fact, he was so excited, he flew into Viracocha and dropped out. But what is the meaning of that story? The meaning of the story is you need the strength of the condor. But you also need that pure, unbridled joy and love and excitement in your heart to get into the Garden of Viracocha. I love working with children and teaching children to become healers because they still have that joy, that excitement, that love. You can look into their eyes and know they have no other alternative motives. They just have love and joy in their heart. And they haven't been told they can't heal. They haven't been told they can't love. They haven't been jaded by what society has laid upon them. So they are a blank slate to teach. And if you teach them to love and follow their heart, it can give them a good start. The love is very important. That is my guiding compass in life. Is it love? I follow my heart. Is it a loving action? Am I treating others in a loving way? The Caro people, the descendant of the Incan people, talk about levels of consciousness. The first level of consciousness is a fear-based existence. Everything is a god. The fire is a god. The air is a god. The water is a god. The second level is polytheistic. So they have Inti Taita, the sun, Mama Kia, the moon, and waters, Mama Kocha, Mama Unu, Pachamama, the earth. So they kind of boil them down into, one singular consciousness. Then the third level, which is still fear-based, is monotheism. And it applies not just to religion. There is one God, and it's my God, and it's right. There is one government, and it's my government, and it's right. But it's still living out of fear. You have to obey the laws, or you're going to get in trouble. You're in fear of that. We're moving into the fourth level of consciousness. The fourth level of consciousness is where we're living from love, not fear. We do things because it's the right thing to do, because it's the loving thing to do. Not because we're afraid of consequences. Not because, something bad is going to happen to us, because it's the loving thing to do. So thank you for lending me your ears.